with Stand By Me. Let's join together. Have a listen to this. Oh yeah, feel the groove. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now, Stand By Me, like I said, there's various little bits of technique I want you to look at. The bass line is where it's all, to be honest. And what you've got going off are 2 quavers. If you see the score, now last time I did the video I said score were there, so I presume it's there. And if it's not, it's just somewhere on the screen. Okay, now there's 3 notes to take care of. Okay, it's a G, a B, and a C. And what's happening is we've got a nice slur. They're all joined together. Da da da. However, the actual C, the one that you finish off with, is staccato quaver. Okay, or 8th note if you're in the US. Da da bab bab. And the timing, the rhythm, is kind of like almost kind of syncopated. It's got this really kind of like edgy kind of sound. Okay. Now the way you count it is 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, like that. You got that? So it's like this: 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Got it? Okay. Have a little go just for the bass line. Here we go. And a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3. Bam, bam. Okay. Then it goes to da 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 bam. Exactly the same rhythm, but the notes are C, B, A. So your slur goes C, B, A, a nice join. You know, you don't want ba da bam bam. Okay, here we go. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. You ready? Ba da bam bam. So I'll add the first part. Bum 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 bum. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Okay, that's all at once. Then we've got the same rhythm all the way through actually, both anyway. And then we go to E down here. Okay. So finger wise, I would do thumb, second, third. Okay, and then you put your little finger or your pinky, third on G and A. So it goes. Okay. You can see the score. I'm just going through it slowly, bar at a time really. So after bam 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 goes bam 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 bam. Okay, slight change in difference, but still finishing on the A. Okay, bam 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 do 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 do. Okay, so let's put that together. So we're going to do bars 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 2, and. Let's do it again. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and. Happy days. Sounds so cool. I love this. Okay, can you tell? Right. Then we go like this. We go A, G, F. It's a bit like this part, but we're going to go down to the F. Da, da, boom. Okay. So just like ba da da. That's your exercise. All right. Good stuff. 1, 2, 3. And there's a little bit here. Okay, so what we're doing there is an F, A, and a G. Okay, now the great thing about a bass line, it really is a lovely little groove, and it doesn't hardly change at all until I put a little bit of difference in there right at the end. All right, you can actually use a bass line and the groove itself for the verse and the chorus. Okay, and it's really useful. I can't play it all the way through because lovely people at YouTube are like, copyright strike, and I've been warned once or twice, so I've got to be very careful. I've obviously arranged this in C major. The original music, if you played it on YouTube or your MP3 or Spotify, whatever you want to use, it is in A major. If you want to transpose it, check the video out I've just done last week. Well, it might have been 2 years ago. I don't know when you're watching this. But I'll put it in the link below because that shows you how to transpose to any key that you want and how to work the scale out. It's really super cool video, okay? And I think you'll find it very useful, okay? So going to go like this, ready? Just once, and then down to F. And then we're going F, A, G. You like that? Okay. Now the finishing bit off after that is just like the beginning. Like that, okay? So what you need to really consider, be careful of, is making sure that your notes are nice and smooth until the last one. So you join them all together. It's a bit like the seesaw technique I've talked about in other videos. And it's G, okay, B, take G off, play C down, take B off. Okay, that's really slow motion. Alright, so when you do this, and make that little staccato note, bap, bap, doo-doo, bap. A bit of accenting, a little bit of movement there, okay? So we're going to go for it all the way through, so get ready, because we're rocking it, okay? 1, 2, 3. Again. Down to A. Down to F. Up to G. Up to C. Okay? So take your time with that one. It's really satisfying to play. Alright, so just take your time and you'll be absolutely spot on. Right, we're going to do the chords now, so I'll see you in the rinky dinky right hand. Now then, the chords. Lovely chords. Okay, the first one is based off a C6. Now, what's a C6 chord, you ask? Right, we'll play the C major chord, C, E, and G. So that's your normal C major, okay? Now, the word C6 basically just means add your sixth note. Like that, and that in a C chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you would add the A, like so. Okay, and on the score it shows it in that position. All right. Okay. So what we need to do is make sure we come in on the second beat, not beat 1, but beat 2. Okay. So what I mean by this is we have to bring the bass line in. So I'll just do it without drum beat or anything like that. Just take this little exercise and try it. Nice and slowly. You ready? Okay. Okay. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now notice that little bit of technique. Okay. There's a rest for one beat. Okay, at the start of each bar. And that means your C that you're coming on, your landing C, that's on its own, it's isolated. So your right hand chord is played on beat 2. Okay, so it's 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, and we hold it at 3 beats, the dotted minims. Okay, so here we are, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2. Okay, so we've got another chord there. That's an A minor, a nice root position A minor, just there. Okay. It's kind of following the melody line somewhat, okay? And we're going to go C, B, A, and play the A minor. Okay, just the same rhythm, like this. 1, 2, 3. Alright, that kind of idea. The next chord is an F. Now, you haven't got to go too far from the A minor, to be fair. You've only got to move your little pinky up to F, okay? Now, some people like to play 1, 2, and 5 for this kind of shape, or you might want to go 1, 3, and 5. It all depends on your preference, really, what you kind of playing and you're getting used to, okay? So, that's that. And then the next chord is G7, okay? Right, like that. So that one just there, that's a new one, okay? We haven't had that one in this lesson before. This is a C first inversion, okay? So, root position, take that off, whack it up there, first inversion. Got it? Spot on. Okay, so there we go. So I'm going to play it twice. First time, just have a listen if you want, and then join in, all right? Take your time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. So on the score, with a little variation, I've just put a C octave, and the first inversion C, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay. So if you want to do it in the original key, which is A major, here's the chords. Okay, you'd go there, so actually like A6. Okay, and then you do an F sharp minor. Okay, and then you do a D. Okay, and then an E7, and then back to an A, up there. Okay, so the original key. Anyway, that's enough for today. I'm going to go up my lunch and nip outside for some fresh air. Okay, so until next time, enjoy Stand By Me.